Well, if you're more into art on stage, make time to get over to the Vintage Theater in Original Aurora this month. On stage for just a couple more weeks is RFK, a portrait of Robert Kennedy.
The thing we said to each other so many times is you always have to consider the children of the world. When you talk of war, it wasn't what would happen to us, but what would happen to the kids.
The one-man show breathes new life into the backstory of the Kennedy family. RFK creates a very human portrait of a politician and revisits some of the darker moments in U.S. history. This historical piece moves forward and backward in time, beginning with the moment in 1964 when President Lyndon Johnson lets Robert Kennedy know his decision about not making him his running mate. The result of that meeting and the subsequent direction for the next and last 4 years of Robert Kennedy's life are the focus of the play. RFK, a portrait of Robert Kennedy, runs through January 27th at the Vintage Theater, located at 1468 Dayton Street in Aurora. Performances are Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. and Sundays at 2:30 p.m. Tickets are just $25 or $20 if purchased in advance. Visit their website at vintagetheater.com or call 303-856-7830.
You may remember back in March of last year, we told you the news about the Vintage Theater moving into the former Shadow Theater space on Dayton Street in the Aurora Arts District.
Well, the Vintage Theater relocated from Denver, where they were for 4 years, to Aurora, where they've set out to bring the best in quality theater to the Front Range. Joining us now is one of the founders of the artistic director of the Vintage Theater, and we're so glad to have you, Craig Bond. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me here.
Certainly, certainly. Now, again, you recently moved from Denver to Aurora. After 4 years of being in Denver, why Aurora, and how has that worked out for you?
Oh, Aurora is an amazing city as far as arts and support. The city manager, the entire economic development office of the city of Aurora, they've been fantastic to work with and very supportive of Vintage. I'm thrilled with the move.
A natural transition then for you. Excellent.
And you really have quite the following. What sets the Vintage Theater apart from other theaters?
You know, it's intimate work has always been one of our main supports or kind of focuses. So if you were to attend our event like RFK, you're only 4 rows apart from the actual actor. So you can't escape that emotion, the connection. It's so right there in your face. It's a wonderful, wonderful aspect to see theater in a live medium like that.
It sure is. And residents of Aurora are familiar with that because the Aurora Fox Art Center is also there. What is that like to be in such close vicinity?
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, to have a neighbor like Aurora Fox and Charlie Packard and a wonderful team there, and to be looking at the Aurora Arts and possibly Theater District.
Right.
To have such wonderful talent right here in Aurora and to be able to engage the youth all around the area and to have them trying out for plays, it's wonderful.
And what a draw for people from outside of Aurora to come to a place where they can really experience.
Visit Aurora as well.
Absolutely. It sounds like you've got your hands in all kinds of fun pots. So talk about what the 2013 season looks like at the Vintage. Outside of the RFK, which is going to be ending soon, this brochure is chocked full of all kinds of great performances that are coming up. Talk about those.
Right. We've tried to do a wonderful mix of work to reach various demographics. So you have Snow Falling on Cedars. You'll have The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, a musical. You'll also have Veronica's Room, a thriller. So there's a lovely mix. So there's something there for everybody. And RFK is one of those beautiful pieces that reaches the baby boom generation, which is some place that we haven't normally been in the past.
Yeah, wonderful. Sounds like a great season.
And you all rely on donors and subscribers to keep things going. What are some of the benefits of becoming a subscriber?
Well, becoming a subscriber is fantastic from our perspective because it's support to look at 3 shows or 5 shows or even the full season of 10 shows. And you get to experience the various works that we're offering. The thing is, it's always important to have patrons that support the arts. I mean, what I love to do is to teach people or to show them their humanity through art. And subscribers get the best of that because they are a repeat attendee. So it's wonderful.
I loved reading that the whole concept for the Vintage Theater was conceived over some martinis with
That's right.
friends, and I thought that was great. So did you ever imagine yourself here in this place in 2012?
Oh, it's been an amazing ride. I am thrilled with the growth of Vintage, and we'll hopefully be able to continue our growth here in Aurora and bring more people in. I mean, the fact that we can reach perhaps 10,000 people a year is fantastic.
I don't see why not. So with that, don't forget to pick up a brochure. They're available all throughout the city and at the Vintage. We've got more information here for the classics and beyond. Visit the Vintage Theater. They're located at 1468 Dayton Street in original Aurora. That's the Aurora Arts District. For show information, ticket prices, and sponsorship opportunities, visit their website, vintagetheater.com. You can also call. The number is 303-856-7830.